And welcome back to Spoiler Kings. I'm Brian the Grizzly here with Brandman Brandon. We got Zach Attacks Reviews right here. And guess what, guys? Guess what? The man, the myth, the legend, Tank Kramer.
What is up?
The king, bro. Our fearless leader.
What's up?
What's up, man? Came in right into the last second, huh?
Oh man, that's great.
The gang's all here now, right? Now it's a party.
We just wanted to do our 2002 shows. So we're going to talk about our list real quick, and then everyone get their list, and then I'm going to ask which one do you hate from someone's list? Which one do you love from someone's list? Which one do you wish you would have added to yours?
The top five?
Top five. That's all we're going to do, top five.
Okay.
Well, we can – I think everyone's got 2 honorable mentions, so we could do maybe like –
7? We could do 7 because
I mean, I'm sure some of us have the overlap.
Because my top 5-ish always.
Mm-hmm.
But while we're going, let's go ahead, B. Why don't you go over your top 7 then, man?
Sure. Okay. So my number 5, of course, was Peacemaker.
Mm-hmm.
My number 4 was Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities. Number 3 was Interview with the Vampire. Number 2 was Reacher. And my number 1 was House of the Dragon. And I had 2 honorable mentions, which was Miss Marvel. Really, really enjoyed that. And Pam and Tommy. While I did not completely agree with that show even being made, the tone of it, the sleazy vibe, and the performance of Lily James especially, and Sebastian Stan really, really made it work for me.
Okay. All right, Zach, go ahead. You do yours, and then I'll do mine.
Skip me real quick.
I got you.
I deleted my list. Thank you.
So I'm going to do my top 7-ish movies because I felt ashamed about missing at least one of them. So my first time, I'm going to put 7 on there. There's no way I should do a list and not have Cobra Kai on my damn list. I'm wrong. I'm disappointed in myself. Like literally, my dad called me. It's like, son, come on.
I was kind of wondering. I was kind of wondering if I could add things like Cobra Kai or The Boys to my list because they've been existing shows, so I wasn't sure if they counted. Otherwise, I would have added, Cobra Kai and The Boys to my list.
Hey, that's good because that's what I want to go with.
Wait, so they do count?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, then House of the Dragon is no longer my number 1. The Boys is.
Damn.
How about that?
Yes. All right. I like.
How about that?
I like it.
We're gonna knock House of the Dragon down to an honorable mention. The Boys is my number 1 officially.
Okay.
Or House of the Dragon.
All right. So now my number 6. I'm still going with the Orville. I don't care. If no one else in the world liked it. I loved it.
Our people like that show a lot.
Yeah, it was good.
I want to really step its game up with each season.
I signed a petition to get season 4. I want it. I don't care. All right, number 5. I'm still playing Stranger Things. I enjoyed it. 4, Interview with the Vampire. 3, still House of the Dragons. 2, I'm still putting The Boys. And number 1, I'm putting Bel Air because it's me. And I enjoy Bel Air, and I enjoyed it because of what it tried to do and what it did do. And what it did with Jim. I like that.
It did the best thing it could have. The best thing to do was deviate and go a completely different tone from its predecessor. Otherwise, it would have just come off like a cheap retread. They entered new territory with it, and that's what I think made it work so well.
Thank you, B.
Otherwise, none of that would have sat well if you did just a straight remake. There's only one original Fresh Prince. They borrowed a similar concept and just kind of ran with it in a different tone. That was the best thing for it. I think that's why it worked, and that's why I'm excited for the new season.
Me too.
Yeah,
it's got legs. It could last
5 weeks,
a decent amount of times. You say 5?
5 weeks.
5 weeks. Yeah, it comes out.
5 weeks.
All right. Yeah. Honorable mention, real quick. Peacemaker and Wednesday deserve honorable mentions. So that's gonna be my list. All right, Tank, you go.
All right, I'll go. So since we're adding a few more than our top 5, so like I said in our video, in my top 5 video, I got House of Dragon is 5, The Sandman is 4, Interview with the Vampire is 3, Our Flag Means Death was 2, and Severance was my number 1. Then add a couple other in there. Definitely Cobra Kai. I think we all forgot about it. I don't know how. and we all loved it. So but Cobra Kai is definitely in my top 10. I don't know, from 10 to 6, I'm not sure, but Murderville, Peacemaker, and The Boys, and Miss Marvel are somewhere in that second half of the top 10. But yeah, all those were great. Cobra Kai, I was like so upset after I was editing. I was like, none of us said Cobra Kai. Like, what the heck?
Like I said, I wasn't quite sure if they counted since they've been existing shows. Otherwise, like I said.
Yeah.
You look in the mirror and you say, I'm disappointed in you.
Yeah. I mean, technically, it's interesting because all of us did new shows besides The Boys. You know what? I guess Brian did.
I did
some of the
Stranger Things. I did Stranger
Things, Orville.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This season of Stranger Things was just great. I love how the show really grows up alongside the actors. It got really, really crazy and out there. The Hellraiser and Nightmare on Elm Street influence was so real.
It was so crazy. That world.
I love
it. I'm Tank didn't see it yet, so
I'm getting caught up. I'm getting caught up. That's all right.
Yeah,
everything's already spoiled.
Just the characters.
I'm spoiled enough for everybody. Trust me.
And as we talked about, I really like anything retro or anything kind of throwback, especially when it comes to the 80s. And the fact that Stranger Things is such a passionate love letter to like a lot of the pop culture and even cult 80s stuff that we were introduced to when we were kids in the 90s. That I really, really appreciate it. They're saying there were rumors a while back that the creators of the Duffer Brothers are like have been brought on for some secret Marvel project, which I'd be all for. I'm hoping it's a Midnight Suns movie. That would be amazing. Or Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider would be dope from them. Very impatiently waiting on the next season. I think it's supposed to start shooting this summer, I think.
Yeah.
So I got my list now. I apologize about being
Oh, good. We got Knox come in real quick. Oh, you picked up the Midnight Suns?
Nice.
Yeah, it just started.
Nice.
So Knox said Our Flag Means Death was damned good. I'm really glad the main romance made it popular on social media because the marketing was trash. Was trash. I didn't even know about the show until like right at the last second, and that was because of Taika on his Instagram, I think.
It seemed like
exactly.
It seemed like the marketing was almost like non-existent.
Yeah, it really was. It was trash. It was Taika doing Taika.
Only on streaming, it has bad marketing. Like when it's on like House of Dragon, when it's on network, it gets good marketing. But when it's just a streaming show, all of them are bad.
You find out like 2 weeks later that came out.
Or if you're following an actor that already from something else and they're on this show, that's when you find out about the show. But I never see them on advertisements.
Yeah.
All right, Zach, what you got?
Okay, so I'm gonna start with my honorable mentions. Euphoria, season 2, Severance, season 1, amazing. I love the show. The Boys, Peacemaker, Superman and Lois. I want to give a big shout out. That was my favorite comic book.
Very good show.
Yeah, very good show. But with my top 5, number 5 is Abbott Elementary.
I love Abbott. It's so funny. It's so funny.
So fun. And I worked in a school for a couple of years, so I understand what they're going through. The lack of supplies, the stupid kids, the stupid principal. Oh, let me not say stupid kids.
I was gonna say he goes how was
challenging kids.
It's the parents. I don't care what it was. It's the parents.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
I've dealt with some crazy parents too. Yeah. But yeah, I just love that it's like secretly like a black show, but not at the same time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Attack on Titan, whichever part came out this year. The twists and turns in this anime was just so amazing. The animation is just, and like it just hits all the notes of things that I like. Like I love zombies, and the Titans are very much like zombies, but then it like elevated to some next gen stuff. And then I like political dramas, and it has that too. And I like when I like the main character, and it has that too. Like it just hits everything. Stranger Things, we all talked about it. it was like 16 hours or 20 hours of just epicness. The last episode was 2.5 hours. Like,
it went so fast for me because I was like, I don't want to watch that. And then 2.5 hours over, I was like, it's over.
Yeah,
it's
and that
very
final
seldom
shot,
that. Oh, that final shot, yeah.
Oh my
that
And
doesn't
it's
get
very
enough credit. That final last 5 minutes. Yeah.
And I can comfortably say with Stranger Things, ever since that show debuted, like it really 150% hooked me in from the beginning, from the word go. You know, and it's stayed consistent with that. I always find myself invested in Stranger Things. You know, like
it's the only show that I sit down and I watch every single episode in one day.
I watch every episode. I don't even look at my phone. Usually, if I get a call or a text, I don't look at it. I'll shut my phone off. You know,
blackout.
Somebody hits me up to do something. I'm like, I'm standing where I'm at.
I'm upside down. Sorry.
I'm in the upside down.
I'm in the upside down. I like it.
So number 2 is Sandman. I really love this show because I heard so much hype by one of my friends, Maxwell. He's been talking about this comic for like 5 years.
I was like, I would have got all the comics after it was done. Like, that's just it.
Yeah, and he was like, but I don't know if they're gonna make a show or movie because it's really complicated. And they did a fantastic job.
It was complicated and it was good. It made it
but
better.
it was done in a way that you can understand it, and you don't have to be like a comic head or super smart or anything like that. They simplified it as much as possible without losing it. I just really like how cerebral it was, and it had like good characters. Usually shows like this don't have like characters that you like; they're just there for the plot.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And my number one show for the year is Atlanta. I feel like that show is always my number one show.
I love Atlanta, but the problem is I thought this season is probably only my second or third favorite season.
Yeah.
Yep. It's like I thought the first season of Atlanta was great. You know, so I was hooked on season 1 and season 2, and then knowing that it's coming to an end kind of put a damper on it for me. But I understand everything you're saying about it.
Yeah, man. Like I loved all 4 seasons of the show. I think season 2 is probably the weakest to me. But I love season 4. I love season 3 kind of ended in this year too. So I'll just package both of them together. That Goofy episode in this season, holy crap. They just don't make television like that on anybody else.
Because you don't have actors that do the stuff that they can do. That's what's so hidden about it. You don't understand how good these guys are. You see them in other stuff, you're like, holy, you're really that good.
And you're in Atlanta. Like, y'all all came from this one hub, and y'all all now in Marvel. Except Lakeith Stanfield.
Give it time.
He's probably
just
gonna
wait.
get brought.
Just wait.
Give it time.
There's it right here. As soon as Will got taken to the upside down, I was Will's like my least favorite character, so
yeah, he is. He's a plot device.
Fine.
He's not really a character.
Exactly. He's going to be very important in this final season, I bet.
Yeah.
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah, he just needs to find a new barber. That's all.
Exactly.
Noah Schnapp is like, please, Duffer Brothers, let me cut this, and they're like, no. And I'm like, why are they doing this to this point?
Yeah, they gave him the Lloyd Christmas. You know.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yep. I was gonna say he's got the bowl and
just put a bowl in his head.
Yep.
Is there anything that's on someone's list that you guys hate?
Not necessarily. No, not me.
I think everyone has very good list. I enjoy everything.
Yeah.
My only regret is if I can have Sandman higher, but I liked all the stuff I had on my list. But I enjoyed. I remember I was watching it, and I told Tank, I was like, dude, this is amazing. Like, it's fucking amazing. But I loved all the other stuff I like too. So
I have stuff like that on my movie list and my TV show list where I'm like, I want to put you higher to give you the credit. It's just the stuff that I liked more than you, but you deserve the shine. Like, that's why I split my movie list into 2 videos. I did 11 through 25, and then I did 10 through 1 because I was like, there's just too much, and I still didn't get to give all the movies I wanted shout outs. And then even with the TV show video I didn't get to do like showcase all the great television that came up in 2022.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you brought up Euphoria. I can't say it's a bad show because obviously it won all these awards and everything. It just never clicked with me.
I think I'm
it's
too
not
old.
my cup of tea.
I think I'm just too old for it. That's because I see stupid stuff. I see kids doing stupid stuff. I know, yeah, we are the same age. But I don't like seeing drug use. That's one big thing for me. I just can't get with that. I don't like that type of drama. I don't mind it being teen drama because I like Supernatural is my favorite fucking show. So like I don't mind that, but I just don't. The drug use kind of just took me, and I was like, okay, I'm done with this. My wife loves it, and I watch it, and I can watch it with her, but I just
you can't get invested in it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
understand.
I think I kind of look at it as I guess I'm calling it the kids effect. Like when we were kids, we saw the movie Kids and thought, oh, this is edgy. Oh, this is amazing. Blah, blah, blah. It was always on in some room at whatever house party I was going to or I was at. Someone had Kids on in someone's room at a party. But I don't know. I guess it's just, maybe we've outgrown the demographic, the target demographic,
Sure.
So I think that's why
it helps me being a father of two little girls and see that.
It's hard to watch that,
knowing that they're going to be in that type of world very soon.
Yeah, and now that I kind of collected my thoughts, because admittedly, I think the last time we talked about Euphoria, I was kind of hard on it. But I think it's just with all respect to the show at this point, I think some of us, it's simply. We're simply not the target demographic.
Agreed.
Yeah.
To be fair to it, and admittedly, I was a little hard on it the last time we talked about it. But
Tony, what's up,
Tony?
What's up, Tony?
I'm not putting lists up there because I want to talk about that, but I want to make sure we finish this stuff up.
Yeah.
But no, this is a good list. I feel like everything you guys said was so great. I love Upload. I love the different varieties, but in everyone's show, list shows how smart and how smart TV can hit different people different ways and be ranked differently, but still be appreciated by all. So I appreciate you guys in your list, and I agree with everything you guys say.
You love Upload, and I love Undone, and that's another show on Prime Video.
Yes.
That I wanted that not enough people were watching, but it's like I put it on my list. People, I'm like, what is that?
Thank you, Tony. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
So this is great.
Yeah.